To Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox, and this is
Sister Cage. Hello.
Hey, I just put a video up on YouTube. You can now watch The Sign. Wow, am I going to be able to film? There we go. You can watch The Sign, the documentary about tomorrow, the 23rd, and the Revelation 12 sign. You can watch it for free. I'll put a link in this one too, so you don't have to go to the YouTube video. That's not what I'm here to talk about. Regardless of whether anything happens specifically tomorrow or not, and I don't think necessarily anything is going to happen tomorrow, I do think there's a strong possibility that things could start happening tomorrow, if you get my drift. But regardless of that, we live in uncertain times, right? You know, North Korea is going to do something crazy. We're going to respond. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to go. I know some of you say there's no way we're going to war with North Korea. We'll see. Earthquakes, volcanoes, storms. Oh my. It feels to me like there's a ramping up. It feels to me like, what Art Bell call it? A quickening is happening. And so what I want to talk about is, how are you traveling? What are you carrying with you? You know, we all, very popular post on the internet and YouTube videos, my EDC, check out my EDC. And then they always lie and put, you know, things they don't carry every day in it to make it interesting. But you should have whatever you carry all the time, and you should maybe give that some consideration. I'll give you an example. For the longest time, sorry about the sun, we're headed west. For the longest time, I didn't carry a reload as a civilian walking around. I carry a Glock. It's like the AK of handguns. It's very reliable, and you know, I've got 16 rounds in it. I don't need to carry a reload. I've started carrying a reload everywhere I go. When we travel, we always take our bug-out bags with us. It's just what we do. But now I'm taking some extra things that I'm not going to go into here. It's personal security measures, but we're taking more than we normally do. I'm thinking further ahead. Instead of saying, yeah, probably nothing's going to happen, but if it does, we have our Bob. Now it's like, I'll give you an example. Buy a case of water bottles and throw it in the back of the car, you know, when you're going on a journey, something like that. Yeah, you have the water in your Bob, you have your water filter in your Bob. Wouldn't it also be nice if you had this case of water bottles? You know, that kind of thing. Start wargaming with yourselves. You know, I did that one video. If you woke up tomorrow and found out that we were at war with North Korea, what would you wish you had done? Play those games with yourself. If you woke up tomorrow and found out that the Russians just shot down an American plane in Syria, what would you wish you had done? And then do those things now. Or be ready to pull the trigger, you know, drop the hammer on those things very quickly. But try and think ahead, get ahead of the problem, get ahead in the OODA loop, so that maybe you've already, you know, observed in your mind, oriented in your mind, decided what you're going to do when you see those things and what action you're going to take. So really all you got to do is see it and act, right? Top off on what needs to be topped off. Josh Turnbow, the producer of, well, that's a big vehicle. The producer of The Sign was on Coast to Coast AM the other day, and he said, Pastor Joe Fox told me to top off, so I topped off. I don't specifically remember telling him that, but I know I did, because that's, you remember?
I remember you told him. Are you prepared?
I do that when I meet people and I care about them. I start getting into their, you know, assessing their preparedness level, and then try to help them and give them advice. That's kind of what I'm doing with y'all. Do you wish you'd bought more rice and beans? You know, if all of a sudden Walmart's closed all throughout the country for whatever reason, do you wish you'd gotten more of this and less of that, or, you know, whatever? You might want to do those things now. Now's not the time to relax. It's not the time to panic. We're trying to avoid panic. You don't want to go shopping when everybody else is fighting for the last remaining whatevers. You want to do it early. Panic early. Avoid the rush. Any words for the people?
Sounds like sound advice to me.
That's a good wife. All right. Hey, start thinking about the world. Stay tuned. I'm optically challenged right now. I can't read like I used to read. Even I bought these cheap reading glasses, and I went through all of them in the store, and my eyes just haven't settled down yet. So I'm way behind on emails. I can't really read the email at all, even with my cheaters on. And so you're probably gonna have to wait a couple weeks and resend me an email if you sent me something that's important. I can't read the news real well. I kind of see things on Drudge and I can blow it up, but then on my phone, it clears the screen and goes back to the home page for some reason. I haven't uploaded my new phone yet. So I'm behind on the news. My wife keeps me in touch with the big things, what's going on, and I say, hey, read this. She'll read me the headlines or something. But keep up. Try to keep your finger on the pulse, and like I said, steady prepare, steady prepare. Winter is coming, and I'll see you out there.